Considered one of the greatest actors of his generation, he's the master of transformation into unforgettable characters, and for decades he has established himself as one of the most brilliant and complex talents in Hollywood. Today, in our episode of The Hero's Journey, we will share details of Johnny Depp's journey from childhood to global stardom. Born in the small American town of Owensboro in June 1963, John Christopher Depp II began his journey in a humble setting. The youngest of four siblings, Johnny was born into a family marked by frequent changes and instabilities. The Depp family moved numerous times until they settled in Florida. At just 15 years old, Depp faced his first major battle in life. He had to cope with his parents' sad divorce and find a way to escape that reality. His escape came in the form of music. Our hero's ordinary world was anything but common, shaped by adversities and constant new experiences. Despite his young age, Depp matured quickly, and music became his passion. He received his first guitar as a gift from his mother, and like an alchemist tuning pain into art, Johnny taught himself to play the musical instrument. This guitar became his faithful companion, through which he expressed his feelings and inner struggles. But it was at 16 years old that he made a decision that would redefine his path. He dropped out of school to become a rock musician. Even without his parents' support, he began playing in various bands in garages. He then focused his energy on creating his own band, The Kids, achieving modest success locally. This phase of his life was marked by dreams, but also by facing the reality of paying bills and surviving. During this time, young Depp had to take on various jobs, including working as a band salesman while trying to make his band take off. However, despite his musical talent and passion, destiny had other plans for him. Although music was his first passion, it was a chance encounter with actor Nicolas Cage that introduced Johnny to the world of acting. Some may say that this was tremendous luck, but our hero was prepared for the opportunity when it arose. Cage saw something in the charismatic young musician and encouraged him to try acting. Despite initial reluctance, Johnny followed the advice, a step that would lead him to an audition for a film that would change his life forever. Thus, Johnny Depp's ordinary world, filled with guitars and rock and roll dreams, began to give way to a new stage, where he would not only find his voice in a different way, but also immerse himself in a great unknown adventure that would completely change his destiny. Crossing the threshold between music and acting, he found himself in completely new territory, with the help of his new friend, Nicolas Cage. And it was precisely Nicolas who would become one of the first allies in his heroic journey in the world of cinema. Johnny's entry into the realm of Hollywood was marked by a transformative audition for the film A Nightmare on Elm Street, where he landed his first significant role. From there, Depp began navigating the challenging maze of the film industry, quickly learning the nuances of acting in front of the cameras, an extremely important skill he had never imagined developing. His early years were a mixture of struggles, learning, and small victories, necessary elements to shape true heroes. With time and dedication, Depp found other allies in figures like director Tim Burton, with whom he established a legendary collaboration starting with Edward Scissorhands. This film not only challenged Depp to explore deeply his capacity for emotional and physical expression, but also solidified his status as an actor capable of taking on eccentric and complex roles, distancing himself from his initial image as a teenage idol as seen in 21 Jump Street. Throughout his journey and gaining more and more fame, Depp also faced conflicts, both personal and professional, including constant pressure from the public and critics, as well as his self-demand to prove his worth beyond his looks. With sweat and tears, Depp perfected his talents and became a complete actor. This led him to achieve successes, from acclaimed performances in films like Ed Wood and Donnie Brasco to his iconic portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean, a role that earned him an Oscar nomination and solidified his position as an international film star. Without a doubt, Pirates of the Caribbean was the watershed moment in his life and elevated his status to another level in Hollywood. The box office success was so great that Captain Jack Sparrow gained millions of fans worldwide. But what made our hero stand out so much in Hollywood? Well, Johnny Depp is recognized not only for his dramatic versatility, but also for his characteristic humor and ability to bring an almost magical lightness to his characters, even in dark contexts. This quality is vividly manifested in roles like Captain Jack Sparrow, where his comedic timing and ability to deliver lines with a touch of irony capture the essence of a character who is both hilarious and deeply human. Depp's ability to blend humor and depth in his characters allowed him to connect with the audience in a unique way, turning even the most bizarre characters into sensitive and human figures. His acting style is characterized by a meticulous commitment to characterization, often adopting mannerisms, accents, and physical transformations that make his performances unforgettable. This total immersion method into characters provides an authentic and engaging experience for the audience, establishing Depp as a master of storytelling through his acting. However, Depp is also known for his sometimes unstable temperament, which has been part of his trademark as much as his iconic role. At various points in his career, Depp has faced criticism for conflicts on film sets, where his intense artistic demands sometimes clash with those of his colleagues and collaborators. This temperamental and intense facet, although often seen as a trait of creative genius, has also led to troubled relationships and misunderstandings. For example, during the production of some films, rumors emerged about heated arguments with other cast members and crew, fueling reports of a challenging and aggressive work environment. These episodes highlight a more emotional aspect of Depp, a man deeply committed to his art, sometimes to the point of crossing boundaries and creating tensions. Depp's personal relationships have also reflected this complexity. His divorce from Amber Heard, for instance, brought to light a deeply problematic side of his personal life, with allegations of abusive behavior that were widely publicized and debated. These controversial moments serve as reminders that despite his brilliance as an actor, Depp is fallible and human, subject to mistakes and successes. Finally, Johnny Depp's legacy extends beyond film sets. He has also used his fame to draw attention to important issues, contributing to various charities that help children and supporting causes advocating for human rights. His visits to children's hospitals, often dressed as his iconic characters, show a kind and altruistic side that contrasts with the controversies of his personal life. What about you? Were you already familiar with Johnny Depp's brilliant journey? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like so that this content reaches more people. And if you enjoy inspiring stories about ordinary people who became real-life heroes, subscribe to our channel to receive the next episodes of the hero's journey. That's all for today. Until next time.